everybody. This is Hop Along Games. Welcome back. Welcome back for another episode where we talk about video games, different topics about video games, topics hopefully that you guys submit. And I am Kirrok.
I'm Aggro.
Macleaniac.
Yeah, and that's us. That's Hop Along Games here at Coach Co-op.
Coach Co-op.
Couch Co-op.
One day we'll get it. One day we'll get it.
It'll work.
Yeah.
Couch Co-op episode
number
5.
Yeah,
Guys,
5.
5 episodes.
5.
5 episodes. That's like
A
that's
whole
huge.
hand.
That's a whole hand.
That's one hand.
Unless you don't have fingers.
No.
Or you have an extra finger, because that's possible too, right?
That can be a possibility.
Certainly. But for
Could
the
be a
vast
foot.
majority of us, hand.
Could be a foot.
Could be a foot.
Yeah, but there's no opposable thumb on that.
5.
So I'm drinking Batch 1904. It's a cider. And they were suggesting that I have it, because they say it's really good. I've never had it before. So,
What do you think?
Well, hang on. I haven't said
Okay.
that.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that great?
That is good. You can actually taste the apple.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that stuff.
Wow.
It's good.
It's from Toronto too,
Really?
which is nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's great.
Representing. Big surprise, I'm also having a cider.
Is yours green?
It's not green, no. So thankfully you guys can actually see it for once, not like the last time.
That was amazing.
I'm drinking Thornbury. Thornbury craft apple cider. Made in small batches, 100% Canadian apples. We only drink Canadian stuff up in here. I don't know where it's made. Ontario. I don't know where it's made. Maybe in Thornbury? Yeah, Thornbury Village Cider House in Thornbury, Ontario.
There you go.
It's pretty tasty. It's definitely appley. It's made in no particular hurry.
Macleaniac. You're like off to the side a little.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
sorry.
It's really good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
it is,
I do
it's
recommend
fine.
it.
It's all
I
good.
would drink this again.
It's good, huh?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what do you got?
And today I'm drinking a raspberry wheat beer from Kawartha Lakes Brewing Co., which I like. The brew house beer. It's not that great. It's okay. It's I like wheat beers
Beer
and I like
reviews by
the
Macleaniac.
taste of raspberry. This one kind of doesn't hit the mark on either. It's not a good wheat beer and it's not very raspberry. I'm sorry, Kawartha. Please resub.
Is it?
Yeah.
Please refill.
Yeah,
How
they
did
hate me
we-
now.
how did
I
we-
like your other beers though. I can't like them all. That's just how it goes. I'm gonna be honest.
Does it bug in your stomach a little?
What?
The beer?
No.
What do you mean no?
Oh. I'm feeling something. Hold on, let me take a big chug.
I wonder if he's making the connection. No, you don't have to do that, dude.
Oh.
You're
You're gonna be okay, buddy?
You
Oh,
might
you're
have
gonna
to.
be
You might
okay?
have to.
Oh, I don't want to barf on stream. Oh, thank God we have this. Oh. I gotta aim it.
Oh.
Pick up the day.
Oh, wait! What happened to Topic Bowl?
Topic Bowl has been upgraded to the barf bucket tray. Sometimes you gotta make two. Come on. And the Oscar goes to for best sick man on camera. All right, well I'll let you do the honors. I mean, you might want to wipe it off first.
Thanks.
Can you do some CGI drips of goof on it? Yeah, there you go.
Before,
Fix it in post.
Hold up. Before we continue, where are we right now?
Oh, good point.
We are. We're in the library.
There's that joke where the guy's reading the porn magazines in the convenience store, and he goes, "Hey, we're not in the library." And he goes, "Oh, I'll speak louder then." Who was it? It was a comedian.
I don't know.
I think he's
don't
dead.
know.
Drugs.
Oh, man.
Usually, as
All
it
the best
usually is.
ones.
Anyways,
Anyway, so we're
we're in a library.
We're in a library.
we're no longer in a library
Okay.
because
Where are
we're
we
gonna
now?
talk. I think we're at a LAN party.
And
At a LAN
Yeah.
party.
Okay.
That is awesome.
That means behind us there's all kinds of nerds.
Yeah, there's about 30 of them,
I'm
and they
so
smell
jealous. No, I want to be one of them.
bad. You weren't.
I'm halfway there.
All right, without further ado, our question right now, or our topic right now that we're going to discuss This one's worded really weird, so hopefully we get the gist of what it's trying to say. What game moved you to build a PC or buy a console just for that game?
Okay. I know. Should I go first?
Kirrok, please.
All right. Okay. So, console-wise, I never had. I probably have had some, but I never. Some things stick in your mind and some don't. One that sticks in my mind very vividly is Skyrim.
Okay.
Okay. So when Skyrim came out, I think it was 2011, 2012. I actually bought it for PS3. And then I played it on PS3 just for a little bit, and I watched some people playing it online, streaming it, and I was like, wow, this looks amazing, right? And I had already purchased it, playing it on PS3, and I'm playing it on PS3, and I'm going, that doesn't look the same. And there were actually in the very first village that you go, right after you get freed from that Whiterun, yeah.
Yeah.
In that first village that you go, there were bushes missing in front of a house. There was wood. there were stairs missing.
Unplayable.
It was just like, and I looked at it, and then I'd go and watch somebody playing it on PC, and I'd be like, they have all this other stuff that makes the game that much more vivid, fuller, alive, and rich. And I was thinking to myself, this is a ripoff. They had to dumb it down just so the PS3 could hang out and run it. I returned the game because it was a certain amount of time you could return it. And so then I started looking into what I need in terms of building a computer. And it was the very first PC that I built to get something comparable enough to run it. And so I bought the video card, bought the motherboard, and all the stuff that I needed, hooked it all up, and played the game. And I haven't logged a lot. A lot of people log a ton of time in there. I'm at like 55 hours.
Which is decent for a game.
Yes, but not by playing the game.
What do you mean?
I was waiting for that. So I would say 20 of those hours is me playing the game. The rest is me reading the books in the game.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which is fine. That's part of the game.
Part of the game?
That's
Yeah.
immersion.
Okay, there you go.
That's
And it was such a difference. So I ran out, built a computer just to play this game. It was so good. Now I have it on the computer. I am considering getting it on the Switch because it just released for the Switch.
Yeah, I feel like every major game conference for the last 3 years, there's been some kind of Skyrim announcement. Skyrim on Switch.
Yeah.
Skyrim VR.
PSVR, exactly.
Yeah, it's just been constant. That game's still coming out to this day.
Yeah, it's like almost 5 years later. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a huge game. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's the game that I went and built a whole PC just to be able to play it, and that brought me into the playing video games on PC. Otherwise, I was just playing them on my Mac or on console.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What about you, Aggro?
So I'm kind of, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about it, and as I look back at every single console that I've ever purchased in my life, I buy it for Zelda, and I don't think that that's any surprise to anybody. So I'm trying to think outside of that, and which one, because that's like a well duh kind of game, or a console. Like if you wanted Skyward Sword, you had to buy the Wii. If you wanted Twilight Princess, although Twilight Princess came out on GameCube and Wii, I think at the same time, right?
Yes.
If you wanted, you wanted Ocarina, you had to buy the N64. If you wanted Wind Waker, you had to get the Wii U. That's the one that came out for the.
Wind Waker was also on the GameCube.
It was on the GameCube, and then it was on the Wii and also on the Wii U. So, they had, it was released for the console, and it's kind of like the no-brainer. So I was thinking outside of that, and I realized that right now I'm in the process of building a PC, and I'm in the process of building a PC to go back and play some more Heroes. My old computer, it crapped out. It definitely died. It's done, guys. We had a memorial service for it. It was beautiful.
That said some words.
Yeah.
Look, there it is, buried right there.
It's so sad. It's so sad. She treated me very well. It was a workhorse. It was.
It feels good though, even though it's not great when something like that fails on you. But it feels good that you got your money was worth.
I did
over the years out of that.
100%. That computer. It was an AMD Phenom 2 6-core, the 1090. And I don't know why I still remember that. Like I don't remember what I had. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I don't know how I remember. the model of my processor. But that thing came out in I think 2009 or 2010.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that thing, to this day, it was a workhorse. It allowed me to play video games on Ultra. Well, my video card was pretty decent too, or continues to be. But it took a dump. So now I am in the process of looking for parts. I just bought a processor. I need to buy the rest of the computer.
Okay.
But I'm doing it so that I can play more Heroes and then whatever else is on the crazy Steam sales that are coming out, because there's lots of sales this time of year.
So
Also-
right now your thing is Heroes, and you're building a computer for it. That's the answer to this.
That
question.
is the answer to my question. Is I am building a computer right now to play more Heroes and to stream more Heroes, and I'm a little bit addicted to Heroes of the Storm. I don't know.
Gotcha. What were you gonna say?
Also,
Rocking the shirt.
I'm also rocking the shirts.
Oh, okay.
That
cool.
also, yeah, I'm a
Game
little
shirt.
obsessed.
Game shirt.
Yeah,
And this guy is
Lumberjack.
chopping wood.
Yeah.
I mean,
There are a lot of
he's-
lumberjacks
He's
in
RPing
games.
right
I
now.
could-
Yeah,
he's
he's-
So he's cosplaying, guys. He's cosplaying as.
Paul Bunyan. Do they have a Paul Bunyan game? I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure.
So that's the answer to my question, or that's the answer to that question.
Yeah.
My answer to the question. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sweet.
What about you, Macleaniac?
Well, I can relate with Kirrok in terms of Skyrim, because I did get a new monitor for that game. My monitor was not great,
Okay.
and that I did treat myself to a new monitor when Skyrim came out, and that was like my first like full HD flat screen really good monitor experience. So like I loved playing that, but that's not my answer. I just wanted to
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Probably the console I bought for a game. This is gonna sound like, I don't know, because it's older, maybe it doesn't have as much like gravity, but a big game in my household with my brothers was the original Super Mario Brothers. We played that a lot. My brother bought that console on his own with the paper route he used to have.
Wow.
So this was like
Okay.
back in the day, like just delivering papers to afford video games. Like, so on Super Nintendo, my whole family, like all the brothers, we were so excited for Super Mario World. So I know that's with the console, right? I'm not crazy, right? That came with the Super Nintendo, or did that come out separate?
I honestly don't know because I never had any of the older ones.
Comment down below if you know what came with it. I'm pretty sure it was Super Mario World and like maybe like Pilot Wings or something.
I think
for-
there were
for
different
SNES.
different bundles depending on the time. I think when it first came out, because that's back when consoles came with. Well, these still sometimes do, but
Yeah.
But back then, like when you bought a console, it always came with the game. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Maybe I don't remember.
Well, and what was awesome about that game too was all of my brothers were super excited for it, but for some reason, like their interest waned faster than mine. So it
Okay.
gave me so much time to sit in front of that console and just mash that game. So it was very influential in my interest for video games, because that was one of the first games that like I just sat down and I wanted to get all the secrets and I wanted to
Nice.
beat all the, you don't have to beat all the levels. There's paths you can take, but I would make sure I went back and do every single one. Like I was really into that. I crushed that game. And now I have it on my classic NES. I haven't even played it yet, believe it or not. I should have.
Funny
Yeah,
how that
absolutely.
goes.
I gotta go. Can we wrap this up? I got something to do. Nice, that's my answer.
That's great.
Quite good.
Super Mario World.
Super Mario World.
That
Which
game
was
amazing.
It really was really good. The controls were crazy tight.
Yeah.
So if you died because you suck.
Yeah.
Not because the game is bad or
No.
because it's cheap. It's because you didn't do the right thing.
That's
you
right.
yeah.
jumped
That's
too
right.
high, you fell in the pit,
Yeah.
you're on fire.
Do you remember that secret world with like Tubular and Gnarly
Yes.
and like that world, and then it changed all the other worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Can we go home? We need
Yeah,
to
I want to play
this
that
game.
so bad now. Okay. Smash that like button if you like Super Mario World, or Skyrim, or Haas. And to tag on to what you said, Aggro, I feel like you're going to build a new computer to get back into WoW too. Battle
Listen,
Pass. I feel like that's going to happen.
WoW Classic. And
Oh,
World
I
of
cannot
Warcraft.
wait for Vanilla
Yeah,
WoW.
yeah.
Oh,
You
And
people
then what's
are
the
such
new one called?
masochists.
Battle for Azeroth. Right?
that's right. That's right. I listen. If I have the computer in front of me anyway that can handle what I'm going to throw at it, I may as well
Why
take
not?
advantage of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. See,
Yeah.
Kirrok understands.
Yeah, man. Because it's like once you start playing the classic again, you're going to be playing an older generation game on newer hardware. It's going to fly. It's going to be like butter.
Oh,
Mhm. Move like glass.
Oh, I'm so
It actually
excited.
kind of merits that they should bump up the graphics in it, but I don't think they will. They'll stick to the vanilla.
No, because then
No, I
we'll
think-
need another new computer to handle all the new graphics they throw. We finally got it to run like butter. Now it runs like molasses.
Yeah. It's gonna be good though. I'm looking forward to trying out some new games and some new genres that maybe I haven't touched before. So I'm excited. I'm really
Cool.
looking forward to this new
That's
rig.
awesome.
Cool.
You feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm feeling okay. Oh no,
You feeling-
actually.
Oh, dude, if you're gonna
Yeah,
go, man,
yeah,
to get it in the bucket, man. I'm a big fan of this gag. I don't care. I'm a big fan.
Big fan of this
guy.
Okay, alright.
You almost made Eddie throw up.
That was pretty convincing. Dude.
Yeah, you had an echo in that bucket.
Oh, a game that has moved you. So, what game has moved you? Like
Technically, every VR game.
Oh,
Just saying.
Hence.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And the Wii. Game that has moved you.
Oh, can I
I
go
know.
back to my previous answer as well? I just remembered this.
Okay.
Also, new PC for VR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to try out
Speaking
VR
of
stuff.
VR.
Yeah, speaking of VR, I'm super stoked to try it out. I want to get an HTC Vive. I'm super excited about that,
Nice.
and that was also the whole reason for me building
Oh,
entirely
okay.
too powerful
Yeah, yeah.
computer. Anyway, sorry, that was just an afterthought I wanted to mention.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
A game that's moved me. I actually got
You got
this
one?
one.
Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah. So, a game that's moved me. I should probably stay in frame. I actually have two. One specific one, and then I'm going to give special mention. Hopefully, I'm not stealing anyone else's, but I
Go
got
for
this. Last of Us.
Oh.
Sorry,
I
that
haven't
game.
played it, and
Okay.
it moved me.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead. Go
I'm
ahead.
not going to put spoilers into it. Although, to be honest, at this point, if you haven't played it, like
Yeah.
tough shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's been
and
out
you
for a
should
few
know.
years
I'm
now.
sorry,
No,
but I'm not
like
going to
I
put
said,
spoilers.
have you
but
played it?
there's-
No, but like I said, I haven't played it, and it moved me.
Oh,
there's
okay.
there's things that happen in that game, and the main character's motivations are not entirely wholesome, and yet because Naughty Dog did such a good job of building that character, you understand why he's making
Yes.
these somewhat morally gray decisions in the game. So it does a good job, and it's like one of those movies you watch where you're kind of like, you know what, I kind of like the bad guy. He's doing terrible stuff, but like I kind of understand why this is happening. So it's a little weird, but it did move me. Like I remember when the credits rolled in that game, I just stared at them like mouth agape. Like I was just like, what the hell? Like
That
I was shook.
Oh, man.
I was really shook. It gives me goosebumps. I'm wearing plaid. You can't see my goosebumps. Zoom in. It gave me goosebumps. It was really upsetting.
Yeah.
Upsetting and kind of thought-provoking.
Yeah.
You agree?
Oh,
I stole your
100%.
answer.
You
so
stole
must
one.
agree.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. It was the opening scene. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what transpires in the
Mhm.
opening scene, but that part there, it just gets under your skin. To put yourself in his shoes and imagine going through that,
Mhm.
ridiculous. And then the ending. Those are the two parts that I remember
bookend
most.
the
They bookend it.
experience so
The
well.
end, it's like
Yeah.
it's over, and you're like, did he just?
Mhm.
And I couldn't believe it. Anyways,
That's good.
so it's good.
Honorable mention. Aeris's death in Final Fantasy VII. Sorry, if you haven't played that one.
No, well,
tough
I've
as
heard
well.
of it. I never really played it, so I've heard
The
of
way
it.
they kind of set it up, like I remember playing it as a teenager, and like she's this character that like there's almost this like possible love connection between the main character and her. I don't know. I connected with it. She was a really cool character, and then the way they build up the villain in that is that he basically swoops in and she's just done. She's like one of your party members. So
Yeah.
in many games, that's sacred. Those characters don't die, and if they do die, they die in a way that you can just use a phoenix down
And
bring
bring
them
it
right back.
Yeah.
But like this was a cutscene, and she gets got. It's tough. That was upsetting. That was very upsetting. Comment if you agree. Someone out there understands my pain. Eris, why?
So my game is The Last of Us.
Big surprise.
Honestly, no. That was the
Everything
one
Ian said, period.
Everything Ian said. Just
Macleaniac.
there is another game I'm playing now.
Oops.
That there was I haven't finished it. It's out now. It came out recently. It's the latest Call of Duty. But I'm not going to say what happened. But there is a scene that I just finished playing, like literally a week ago, or less than a week ago, where one of the core characters that's been through most of the campaign with you all the time moves you, and they do it in a way that's very leaves you hanging emotionally, and it just
So he gets hanged?
no, he doesn't. I'm not going to say, but it's pretty deep. It's pretty hard. But that's probably the only other thing that I would say, because it's fresh in mind. So, and Aggro,
what you got?
Okay. This is a really old game.
Yes.
It is an old game. It was for the N64. Very little known title named Mario 64.
Oh, it moved you?
Hold on.
Okay,
Let me finish.
I'm gonna finish, but
There's a level. It's a winter landscape. And you run up one of the ramps and you hear this noise. And you find this little penguin who's looking for his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to help him find his mom. And you pick him up, you throw him off the ledge.
you know this is happening right behind you right now. Like, I really hope we can find this clip.
Nintendo 64. Are you supposed to do this?
No.
So
I'm pretty sure
wait,
that's-
you're intentionally doing this, and it moves you?
It's really sad.
Oh,
it's
I
sad.
mean, listen.
It's cruel.
It's not, you don't do it on purpose. It just
I think everyone did it though. Yeah,
Everybody did it. Okay.
Yeah,
Of course,
did
the first run throughs you're trying to get him, and sometimes you slip and he slips and then he falls, because that's possible too. You slip on the ramp and then he falls off because you're holding him or you're carrying him and he falls off the side of the thing.
That is so
It can
specific.
happen.
I love it.
She's like in tears. Talking about
that penguin. He's still falling to this day.
Falls off.
Where did he land?
And you talk to the mom penguin, and she's like, "I can't find my little kid," and it's really sad.
And you're like, I know.
And you pretend that nothing, like you don't know anything, because what you're gonna get your ass kicked by this mama penguin.
You didn't censor yourself?
I'm sorry.
Did you censor yourself?
I couldn't find the right word.
Okay.
Structure.
So,
I'm good.
You can say it.
Yeah.
This is on the N64.
N64.
Mario.
Super Mario World 64. I think
Something
it's
like that, okay.
Mario. What is the game actually
Mario
called?
64.
Oh, it's
Mario
Mario
World.
64.
I think it's
That's
Mario World. We all know what game we're talking about. I don't know
I
the
know.
actual game.
Comment down below with the proper title of this game. Yes. Correct her. I'm right.
And also, please let me know that I'm not the only one that accidentally dropped the penguin off of the cliff.
Or deliberately.
Or deliberately. I was going to say, was it accidental? Or what?
It was accidental. I would never hurt a little penguin.
A digital
penguin.
penguin.
Do I strike you as somebody who would hurt a
No.
digital penguin?
No. Maybe a real one.
So that game moved me. It was moving.
Sweet.
All right. That was great.
Is that game over?
That's game over.
That's game over. Episode 5, Couch Co-op. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. Say it, Aggie. Aggro.
Smash that like button. Right here.
Smash that like
No, right here.
Right here.
Right here. Here.
Here.
Here.
Over here.
Crush that subscribe button.
Just
Oh, I like that. Just crush it.
Squash
Squash
that
it.
subscribe button.
Use a hammer on your monitor.
That's
Crush.
no, don't
Oh,
do
no,
that.
no, don't
we
do
want
that?
them to watch
Oh,
it.
okay,
No, don't do that.
Drop kick that Patreon. We are like coining the terms that are going to fuel the next 5 years
Spin kick.
of spin.
Roadhouse.
Roundhouse?
Roadhouse?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse that Patreon. Yeah, so support us. If you like us, keep us alive. Up our production values. Seriously.
And add comments. Give us topics. Things that you might want to hear about. Let us know and we'll talk about it.
Truth be told, more so than giving us money, which is great, give us
topics.
Yeah, tell us what you want us to talk about. Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Oh,
Just-
that's a copyright infringement.
Just.
Just.
If it pleases you, if you could help us out.
That's going to be the new coin term.
If it pleases you.
Smash that like button.
Okay, I think we're done.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Why is she moving the opposite direction?
Hey, we got.
Speak.
Hey yo! I probably could have said something more normal.
Well, okay, I'll hit start.
All right. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi.
It's going well.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
That sounds so satisfying.
Yeah.